Reading is a great way for you to learn any language. Not just reading, however, but reading to learn, which is different, and a lot of people don't know the difference. In January of last year, I went through my whole system for reading with the express purpose of learning new vocabulary. While I encourage you to watch that video too, I'll give you the Cliff Notes version here. Never read just once. Read the first time through without stopping. Pick a start and end point before you even start reading. Just read through that passage that you just chose and see how much you can actually understand. On the second reading, write a list of words that you don't know. Look them up after you finish reading. Then reread the passage a third time with the list next to you so that you can reference it while you read. On the fourth reading, don't use the list and see how much you have retained. This process forces your brain to internalize the information. It draws your attention to the words that you don't know so that you are concentrating on improving your vocabulary. The more you read, the more you will internalize the phrasing and general Sprachgefühl. In the United States, 21% of adults are illiterate. 54% of adults have a literacy below 6th grade level. 48.5% of adults didn't read a single book in the past year, and yet the average native English speaker has a vocabulary between 20 and 35,000 words. The average 8-year-old knows 10,000 words, and the average 4-year-old knows 5,000 words. I took a super legit looking online test while I was writing the script for this video, and it says that my vocabulary in English is just over 23,000 words, which puts me on the lower end of the average English speaker continuum. Because I was bored, I took a different one from a different website, and it said that I knew 33,000 words, which puts me on the higher end of the average. What this tells me is two things. First of all, these tests are not terribly reliable. And second of all, you don't need to read in order to know new words. Obviously, it will help if you can read some, but in addition to reading, you need to hear as much German as possible. And this could be from movies, TV shows, and YouTube videos. Again, focus on learning, not being entertained. Watch 10 minutes of a movie. Pause it often. Write notes along the way for phrases and vocabulary that you want to learn. Try to repeat what the actors are saying. Work on your pronunciation while you're trying to be as close to the intonation and pronunciation of the actors. Rewatch the segment over and over and over again until you internalize the vocabulary and phrasing. If you read like I read and you watch like I watch, you will master German vocabulary in no time.